good evening, traders from across the globe, and welcome to the 1,463rd installment of Short-Term Trading Live with Oscar Carboni. And let me ask you, do I not rock or what with that last video I gave you guys? I mean, oh my God. This Omni has been killing it lately, and the videos I have been showing you have been teaching you some pretty good analysis, so keep your eyes on these videos. In fact, this video coming to you on a Thursday night for Trading Friday, that's April 29, 2016. You need to know that futures trading is extremely risky, very risky in this environment. Is not suitable for all traders. You can lose your shirt in this game, and more than just that, you can lose everything that you have. You've got to have stops in. You've got to recognize what risk capital is from capital that you need to have, and you got to know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, if you don't know how to create a trading plan, if you don't know how to trade that plan once it's created, come down to livewithoscar.com. Come hang out with me in my trading room. I'll be more than happy to teach you how to create that plan. With that in mind, if you really want to learn how to create a trading plan and trade that plan the next day, you come down to livewithoscar.com and fill out an OmniCamp application. Just click the banner. It'll take you right to my site. Fill out your application. What OmniCamp is, it's a 4-day session held live here in Las Vegas. I personally teach you the art of knowing how to call Oscar's market navigational indicator for yourselves. I teach you how to come up with the same Omni trades that I give to each and every one of my Omniacs every day. If you would like to be able to call tomorrow's high and low today and then know how to react to your information, fill out your OmniCamp applications. Come hang out with me in Vegas for 4 days. It is June 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. It's a Friday through a Monday. Now get this. This next OmniCamp that I'm going to hold is going to be at my new facility. I bought a brand new building. Well, I bought a new building and made it sort of brand new. And the idea behind that building is for you Omniacs to stay there for the 4 days while we're having OmniCamp. It is the best way I can turn you, the group of traders who will come to June 16's class, into a small fraternity of Omniacs that remember what I've said, that remember what we've learned, that can help each other after you graduate. If you'd like to come to OmniCamp and become part of that small fraternity, fill out your OmniCamp applications. Traders, with no further ado, I've got a lot of interesting charts. They are very interesting in my opinion, and you need to see them. With no further ado, let's go look at some charts. Okay, traders, the first chart of the chart group this evening is the gold weekly bar chart. Remember something, you've heard this from me since 1140, 1150 area when I started telling you gold was bottoming. Gold does not act like this for no reason. Listen to me, I've been doing this for most of my life. Gold does not act like this for no reason. What do I mean? It has come up past my Omni Trading Academy's proprietary moving average in the form of a bull flag on the weekly chart. On the daily chart, it has exploded already. On the weekly, it's got a long way to go. That's your gold. You know I've been showing you this flag as it's been forming. I started with a cup and handle back in the 1150 area. Told you the bottom was in. We're now looking for some upside. We are now fully 120 points higher than that level, and we're still moving higher. This is the chart I showed you a couple of videos ago. Mentioned that we have a bull flag. This is what it's done since. It's gone up to the top of and through the bull flag. But being that we've got a little bit of jettison through the flag here and here, we're going to take the very same bull flag and just stretch the lines out a moment. So it's the same bull flag, it's just expanding. We are inside that flag, getting ready to break out of it in your gold. You gotta love it. Not only is it the gold, look at your silver, traders. This is a weekly silver. Look, above my OTAPMA. That doesn't happen very often, I assure you, especially in silver. You do not get above my OTAPMA. Look what happened. Now, this looks like, all right, Oscar, you got these little bars above OTAPMA. What is the big deal? That's a weekly chart. That's the big deal. You want to see it on a daily? This is what happened to silver since. My goodness, how about that move? Now that's a big move, kids. Silver consolidated, put in a flagpole, put in a flag, exploded, and now, if you ask me, this is just another form of a flag moving higher. Silver looking fantastic, so silver has joined gold. The metals do not act like this for no reason. Soybeans. I've been showing you soybeans since we were all the way down here. Then we got above the 200 bar moving average. Look at the explosion. We've done quite well in our soybeans trading since. Omni loves the soybeans once again for trading on Friday. But then there's corn. Look at the corn. A round of applause for this bad boy coming out of its shell. Corn. You had a nice fat rally. You get above the 200 bar moving average. This is, if you ask me, the fund manager's blue light special. When the market is underneath the average, the fund managers tend to sell. When you get above the average, the fund managers tend to buy. What happened here was you got up, you hit the average, got above it, came back down, but look, now we're here. That's a wonderful thing when a market goes through an average and gets back up above it, especially something as big as the 200 bar moving average. So corn joining the race very smartly. Euro currency. Traders, I put this chart before your eyes 2 days ago, told you I thought it was a great buy. We did buy Euro currency, and I told you I thought this was a bull flag. Well, in the last 2 days, we're now here, above that bull flag. It's a phenomenal looking chart right now. Look at the yen, traders. Look at the Japanese yen in this monster rally that it's had for weeks and weeks on end. What is causing the commodities to move higher, the gold to move higher, the yen to move higher? Of course, the dollar index. Now, on the dollar index, this exact same chart, I pointed out to you and told you this is a bear flag when we got here. I showed it to you in a video and said, do not get jumpy. This should come back down and show that it's a bear flag, and that is exactly what has happened so far. But what is making the commodities go higher, one of the many things, is the dollar index in this tailspin it's been in lately. So we've been calling the markets correctly. Omni's been trading them correctly. Bravo, Omni. Let's move forward. The charts that we all hope Oscar would show this evening. Here we go. Traders, I have told you in video after video for 12 straight weeks to watch out for an Oscarism called the head test. What does that mean? This is a head and shoulders formation. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. An Oscarism of the head and shoulders formation is before the market actually breaks down, it runs up for what I like to call a head test. If it does not get past the head, miserable failure takes place. You see what that chart looks like, right? It hit the top here and is down here now. So it's starting to back off. But it gets a lot more clearer visually with the next grouping of charts. Here is your NASDAQ weekly. The exact same formation. The difference is left shoulder head, right shoulder head test, and failure has taken place so far. And now you've got your third tap on OTAPMA, the Omni Trading Academy's proprietary moving average. Remember I showed this to you and said, why are we tapping it 3 times? Just showed this to you in my last video. Why tap it 3 times when you look back it hasn't tapped it in years? That's an important thing. It rallied, came down, hit my average, boom, went through the average, got back up, hitting it again, failing at the head test. This is your NASDAQ on the weekly. We have not broken the multi-year Omni average yet, but it is at the door and it is knocking. Next, stay with the NASDAQ. We lost the NASDAQ 2 weeks ago, and you've heard me say this in the chat room almost every day for the last 10 days, and I've shown you in videos. We got the shoulder, left shoulder head, right shoulder. Don't want, that's kind of made for TV, but that would actually be backwards in a video. So when you flip the chart to the camera, it's left shoulder head, right shoulder. Doesn't really matter. Head and shoulders formation. Head test area. The NASDAQ. We lost the NASDAQ 2 weeks ago. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 trading days ago, we lost the NASDAQ. It fell apart. It hit my head test area, this Oscarism known as the head test, and did this so far. NASDAQ generally leads the S&P. What's happening here should happen next in your S&P. There is no guarantee that this head and shoulders is an actual real formation and that the head test has failed yet. But boy, do we have a lot of evidence. A lot of evidence that that's what's going on right here. So that is your NASDAQ. There's another chart here. It is the Russell. Look at the Russell. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Market drops, rallies up. Can't even get past my Otapma. Has a down week. And then you've got your German DAX. And look at this one. Same exact picture. And the German DAX, like the others, has created a left shoulder, head and shoulder formation all below the OMNI Trading Academy's proprietary moving average. So it hasn't even gotten above that yet, let alone reach the head test area. All of this tells us for now, and of course the landscape could change immediately, but all of this tells us that the market could have dandruff. Take a look at it for yourselves. So there you have it, traders. The market, does it have dandruff again? If you are one of my Omniacs from back in 2007, 2006 when I started these videos, in 2007 into 2008 I was doing a series of videos holding up a bottle of Head and Shoulders in the video going, does the market have dandruff? It's not me, the market. And boy, oh boy, did we have our crack in 2008. Here we are again, just about 8 years later, and I'm pointing out a very, very similar formation to you. I don't know that that's what's going to happen. I think the economy is way too strong for the market to just fall apart, but the charts are what they are, and I'm reading them to you. Let's see where we go. We'll figure this out together. Come down to livewithoscar.com. Remember, if you like the analysis I present in these videos and you'd like to learn how to trade and analyze the markets like I do with my Omni, fill out your OmniCamp applications. There are a total of 6 seats and 5 are gone. Fill out your applications. Now, sometimes I hold a sneaky seat on the side for one of my traders that I think really deserves it. So fill out your applications. You may end up being that lucky trader. We'll find out. All right, traders, that's just about it. Remember, put your stops in. Put them in first. Volatility through the roof. Watch out for the Head and Shoulders. And I'll see you all at livewithoscar.com. Keep your emotions out of trading. One of the best things you can do, in my opinion, to help yourself with keeping those emotions at bay is say this to yourselves every morning, every afternoon, every evening, and you know what that is. Stops are in. Emotions are out. Rock and roll, livewithoscar.com. I will see you there. Futures trading is risky and can cause substantial financial loss. We do not claim or guarantee that you will profit from the information provided.